In a small village at the foot of a mountain, there lived a young man named Akio. Like many others, Akio had dreams of becoming wise and peaceful, just like the monks he had heard about in the distant monastery atop the mountain. He was determined to find peace within himself and sought out the Zen master who lived there, renowned for his wisdom and serenity. Akio, full of ambition, made the journey up the mountain and arrived at the monastery, hoping to quickly master the teachings. He believed that with enough effort he could transform his life overnight. However, as the weeks passed, he found himself growing increasingly frustrated. Despite his best efforts, he felt no closer to the calm and wisdom he desired. The meditation felt slow, and his thoughts were constantly racing. His impatience became his constant companion, and he began to doubt himself. One day, after a particularly difficult meditation session where his mind refused to quiet, Akio approached the Zen master. "Master," he said, frustration evident in his voice, "I am trying so hard, but I feel like I'm getting nowhere. My thoughts are all over the place, and I don't feel any more peaceful than when I started. Why is it so hard to be patient with myself?" The Zen master looked at Akio with kind, knowing eyes and smiled gently. "Patience is not something you achieve by force, Akio. It is like a delicate flower that grows in its own time, with the right care." He paused, then handed Akio a small, rough stone. "Take this stone, and every day, smooth it with your hands. Don't rush it, just let the process happen." Confused but eager to learn, Akio took the stone and began the daily task of smoothing it. At first it seemed pointless. The stone remained rough, and Akio's impatience flared. But he continued, day after day, rubbing the stone between his hands. Slowly, he started to notice something. As the days passed, the stone began to change. Its surface became smoother, softer to the touch. During this time, Akio also noticed a shift within himself. Just as the stone was slowly changing, so too was he. His thoughts, once frantic and chaotic, began to settle. He realized that his growth, like the stone's transformation, wasn't something he could rush. It required time, care, and patience, not just with the process, but with himself. One day, Akio returned to the Zen master, holding the now smooth stone. "Master, I understand now," he said. "The stone didn't become smooth overnight. It took time, and I had to be patient. I see now that I must treat myself the same way, with care and patience, allowing myself to grow at my own pace." The Zen master nodded, pleased with Akio's realization. "Indeed, Akio. True patience is not simply waiting, it's trusting that the process is unfolding as it should, without forcing it. It's being gentle with yourself, even when progress seems slow." From that day on, Akio approached his practice and his life with a newfound patience. He no longer saw slow progress as failure, but as part of his journey. He learned to be kind to himself, embracing the small steps that led to greater growth. And so, Akio's story reminds us all that patience with ourselves is a lifelong practice. Just as a rough stone can become smooth with time, so too can we find peace within ourselves by allowing our growth to happen naturally, without rushing the process. As you go through your own journey, remember Akio's story and ask yourself, how can you be more patient with yourself today?